These are some of the volcanic products. You see? That's how they look like. Look at those terraces. So these with purple leaves that you see here in the foreground are Irish plants. That's how Irish grows, and this area is known for Irish. This is called the Kigezi region in Uganda. They are known for Irish production.
Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Every part of Uganda is uniquely different. The north is different from the east. The central is different from the west. And in the west, I believe that's where we have the most beautiful part, which is usually called the Switzerland of Uganda. It is the southwestern part of Uganda.
Usually, this lake provides water. There is some fishing that is done around here, and so many other things. Importances of lakes.
This is the second deepest lake in Africa. Today, our office will be around this lake, the communities. We shall be seeing how people live their lives. Please stay around. Let me know what you think about the video. And for the people that have joined the new family, please remember to subscribe, enable the notification bell. The series still go on until somewhere deep.
Wow, they have overpowered it. Wow. It has finally landed. You see? These are the rocks. Good morning from Chisoro. Muko is where I am. I spent my night here. There are different lodges around here. There is one which is called Home Again. I think it's the one here. Yeah, it's the one here. Home Again. It's the same management because they never found any other. And the main road is just up there. I'm going to take you there, and this is where we are. So guys, this way they don't use sand for building. They use these rocks. These are the volcanic rocks. Like, as they're mining rocks, what comes off, what remains as dust is what they use for building. Like you can see here, they used it. They put cement, then rocks, and then the other dust. That's the life here, and they've really adapted to it. So I want to look for something to eat and see the birds here. These are crows. They are crows. Like around here, it's where we have Lake Bunyonyi. Like when you talk of Bunyonyi, they are birds. So there are so many birds around here. And this is a village, a small one. At night it was really booming. A lot was happening here. What fascinated me in the night was the different butcheries that sell pork, and they had each thigh or a whole pig raised on some of the butcheries, and there were very many. And I'm like, who eats that pig? Oh, that pork. There are so many people. So this is how a typical village looks like here in Africa. Uganda. This is southwestern Uganda, one of the high districts, the most raised districts. And if you clearly look, this is a hill up here. So we are in a valley. There is another hill here, another hill here. Like there are very many. So I'm just going to be heading towards the lake and show you what the lake has to offer. Later on, I will get onto the road and take you that other side towards Chisoro. And these are the trucks that move the goods Like this one is a Kenyan truck, meaning it came from all the way Kenya and towards the border of Uganda and Rwanda, or maybe towards the Congo. But mostly these trucks be going to Rwanda. Yeah, it's a Rwandese truck, the number plates. So everywhere here it is hills. This is a hill, that is a hill. Around there is another one. There is another one here. There is another one here. So it is hills. All of them have got these volcanic rocks, like, because they all were formed as a result of volcanic actions or eruptions. And yeah, that is it. This is a farm of pine trees. This is Uganda, southwestern, one of the most cold areas, high raised, and we are in Rubanda West constituency. How are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine. So I had to come up here looking for internet, but the network is not coming up. So for the people that don't know how bricks look like, these are bricks. They're made out of soil, and that soil is, they're put together and later burned, and they turn into gold brown. So it's a whole science here. They put different holes or where they stuff firewood, then heat them until they become red hot and transfer the heat onto the others that they are seated onto. So this is where we are. Let me continue downwards the lake. So this is it. So funny, so funny. So from here to Kavale is 39 kilometers. So this water here comes from Lake Bunyonyi. Bunyonyi is birds. I'll stress that. And there are trucks here being washed. They're all Rwandan trucks. They're about 4, and they're all carrying goods. So I'm going to be finding a way to the other side, and as I wait for the weather to clear up, or for the environment to clear up, I'll be looking for breakfast, then I can set off. That's how they are able to wash. They use jerry cans that are cut, scoop water, and then pour after using shock. So guys, it is clearing up and it is still 8 a.m. Just see, 14 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. and this is how we still look like. Now it is becoming visible, the hill is becoming visible, and you can now see the things distant. By the time I came here, it was very hard. Now this is it. So I want to get some chapati here, and after getting the chapati, I will conquer the villages. There are villages along the lake. The lake is somewhere around here. So after I will go there and conquer the villages. Meanwhile, this guy is making chapati here. You cut out balls like this after kneading, then flatten them, put them on a frying pan, and then put some oil like he's doing. Just the usual way of making chapati until it turns brown. So I'll be getting some with tea. Meanwhile, let me show you the water that is coming from the lake now that it is clearing, and these are oranges. So yeah, yes. So this is water here. It's very cold, and what I'm finding here, the times I've been in this region, I don't shower every time I'm here because it is too cold. Showering feels like a punishment. Hear the sounds of water. Like it's boiling, you see like something like vapor coming off. A woman has got some water from here in a bucket as she was going, like as if she was carrying hot water, yet it wasn't hot. So these guys wash their trailers from here of that water. So let me wait for my chapati here. Probably a Rolex. That will be enough concrete for me to go throughout the day. This guy is stretching the chapati as if he wants it to be too big. Ew. That's how the chapati looks like. You know, Allah. So this one is 1,000. Okay. So I'm waiting for my tea. I already have chapati here. And there is too much sugar. So breakfast is already served. I have chapati and milk here. But the milk looks so watery. Not like the one I had yesterday. The one I had yesterday is what we call full cream. Right now it's 5 minutes to the hour of 9. And yeah, the sun is out. That is the one over there. You can clearly see it. So I've been told it is 7,000 if it's a special boat going here. A border will cost you around 20,000 to get to Bunyonyi, the communities. But I also don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm going to just walk along here until I get to what I feel is the communities I want. And I hope you also bear with me and watch that alone. Let's go. I think it is Lake Mutanda that I will be exploring to the maximum, because that one is not so far away from Chisoro, the town. So last night we received some rain, and you see people are carrying luggages with hose. That is how they are going. You may find them carrying some seedlings they are going to plant because we've received some rain, and that is it. So I'm going to be taking on this road. Hopefully it's where I am supposed to go, and I'm not using a boda because I want to save myself some money. So I'll walk up to where I get the beautiful views. First sights here. This is Lake Bunyonyi, and this is how it looks like here. So I think this is beautiful, and there is a campsite around there. There is another one building up there. I think this is also going to be another campsite here, because you see they have covered it. Seems like the owner is also trying to build something. They poured some soil here, I think, to enable them build. This is it. This is Lake Bunyonyi. There are a lot of other beautiful places along this area, camping areas, happening areas, and this is how it looks like. So most people here are used to walking, and someone can't pass another without saying hello. They usually say hello, and that's how they waste most time. You say hello to someone, and like you see, these ones were in front of me now. They are speaking to someone they found who is their friend. Of course, that way it helps build communities, which is not something with you, the whites. I overheard someone saying on TikTok, they were complaining it was about racism, what, and the black communities and white communities. Someone was differentiating the things. Like the whites and communities, they aren't that much into building communities. It's always themselves. So the locals here, like saying hello to each other, speaking to one another, letting the other know what is happening, or in case of any community activities, is how they build. Oh, so and so died, we are going to be burying so and so, has a wedding. That's how they build. Usually this lake provides water. There is some fishing that is done around here, and so many other things. Importances of lakes, rain formation, and this area receives some good rainfall, and that's why these people are able to cultivate. So when you look at these hills, like they are terraces, there is a way the hills are organized. So that's how they cultivate and make sure they put all the trashes, all the grass along the lines to stop the soil from running downwards. So I'm still walking. Look at this hill, or this wall. It's a hill which was graded to come up with this road, and this way it's also steep. If you look at it, steep down there. See, there is a canoe somewhere here. This one here looks like a log, so I think someone gets there and then push inside. So it's a log of a tree that they cut, dug into. They just sit in there and then move on to the water. So guys, I also wanted to show you this. This is how the people in this area, in this region, get what would be like sand. These are super soft rocks. For example, this, you see? It's a rock, you can clearly see. But they are super soft, you see? So these are some of them that they use as sand. You can clearly see. it's a whole rock like this, but very soft. You see, they are like powder, and that's how they get them off from here, then to a car, and then take to a site. This is how beautiful they look like. You see, these are the rocks. You see, no, this one is a bit hard, but these are soft. Anyway, I have thought it would be wise for me to not exceed going that other side, because it is a zigzag moving along the lake, and I think it's better I go back to the main road, and I'll be finding where to finish this video from. I wanted to go to the communities, to the gardens, and show you how the gardens look like, but if I get some the other side, I will. Here it's only trees. I thought this way would be having some of them as well, but the best community to enter was supposed to be the other one, and like that. So let me go back to the main road. If it's possible for me to go back like this, I'll go back and explore them also, show you the gardens, and then get out and continue with my road to Kisoro district. This is it. This is how beautiful this area looks like. So when you talk about deep lakes in Africa, this one competes with Lake Tanganyika, and it is so deep. It also has some fish in it. I've seen some people fishing, but they're not that much. And it is not only here. It is big. It goes to those other areas as well. You see, there it enters there. Here it enters there. Here it enters there. Here it goes like this. Like it is in a valley, but on hills, and it has several islands. I was going to call them wetlands. Yo, so this is it. Let me turn and continue. So these trees would be good for grazing, like goats, cattle, because most of the leaves that I see, the leaves and the grass support that. I think I should find my way next to the water. How do I get there? There is a small boat there, and I see 3 guys on it. So this is an example of a boat. So someone maybe docked it here. This is where they can easily get onto it. The person had some belongings. This is firewood, and I see a jerry can. That jerry can is usually for them to scoop out water. So they put a load this way, and then they are balancing it from the other side. Is it visible? The balancing from the other side, where you see that jerry can, where there is a crossing piece of wood. That's where they sit, and they're balancing it like that with the goods here, so it can't easily capsize. But if it doesn't have enough things, this can easily capsize. This is how it looks like. It's a log. They get a huge tree, cut it down, then chop out or dig out the stem or the inside parts, and then leave it out like that. Very light, and the trees, the type of trees, are not so heavy, and that's why it's able to float. So let me walk. Am I supposed to keep along here, or I go back to the main road? Let me walk along here. This is Africa. For the person that is watching this channel for the very first time, Ivan Atwairi is my name. I am a Ugandan. Uganda is in Africa, and it is in East Africa. This is us. This is Lake Bunyonyi. Bunyonyi means birds, so it attracts a lot of birds. I see they're building something. This is a boat. They're building a boat somewhere there. Yeah. I think I should go there. I don't know if they will allow me, but they're building a boat there. So meaning they're going to launch it into the water. Oh, and there are two. But Chiga women are really strong. It's a woman that is captaining the boat. And yeah, she's using, how is it called? The stick to move it. Can I zoom in a bit? It's a woman. And casually conversing. They're all looking at me. And they can't clearly see me, so they see me pointing at them. These people and rocks are like 1 and 2. There is a lot of living organisms here. This is a lizard. Is it a lizard? Yeah, it has fallen down. So it's falling down. It is there. It has run. So it fell down. I had it fall. A boat here carrying 2 people. The third one is the captain. I see there is a police officer and also another woman. So they are seated as he takes them. So that is the effort he puts in to make sure that it keeps moving. You see, he's using something that is like a mingling stick to have it move. These are some of the volcanic products. These rocks, you can clearly look at them. That's how they look like, you see. That's how they look like. And this is where I am. This is a small island. Not an island, it is just by the water. Someone washed their clothes and put them here. Hello? Hello? No, I need to call. You never know, someone would be this way, showering. Yeah, this is it. So if you're to manage life here, one of the things that you need to get used to is swimming. No, over the water, like using a boat over the water, and that's how they are using it. Wow, it is locally made, not that exotic. So this gentleman is trying to catch some fish. He's setting his traps or his nets, but mostly it is the local trap that they are using is what he's setting. So we'll come back later in the day. That's how it is shaped. Enku ziriho kubalansinga. Enku ziriho kubalansinga eryato. Enku. Kuzikuba zitaroho nirigwa. Okay. Hati eryato niribalansinga rita. Okay. Life jacket yawe irahe? Habwenki. Nomanya kuziha. Nomanya kuziha. Nengato kugatina. Okay, nakuchenga. So guys, he says that he doesn't need the life jacket. He only needs it when it is the season of of winds. What the fuck? That was crazy. So this is a washing bay around here. I showed it to you in the morning before it cleared up. Motorcycles, bigger vehicles, small vehicles, all here. I think your villages are identified using hills because everywhere it's a hill. This is called Kampala Place. I thought Palace. They have bar and accommodation, DSTV, pool table, salon and pedicure. So let's go and see what they have. This is like a shop made out of wood. Then is a cooking place. Could have been a place for food. These are cabbages. This is how cabbages grow. Anyway, let's continue to the place. Like this is how they grow. The cabbages start like this before they bring out that big ball that they as they are growing. Anyway, so this is how the Kampala place looks like. As we've seen on the signpost, they have DSTV, accommodation. They also have a bar area, so we can peep through here. It's a bar area. They have where you can comfortably sit. They also have a pool table, and at the back they also have accommodation, according to what I've been told. So it being by the roadside, you can come park around and then have some time. So these are the cabbages. These guys here, they are cutting a tree. They don't want it to hit the wires. Maybe I pass this side. As they cut, they will run. So these guys are cutting a tree and it is next to electric wires. So they've put a rope in the tree. They're going to be taking it to the other side. Wow, they have overpowered it. It has overpowered them. It is stuck. So they have to pull it. So it is stuck there. They are taking it finally. Wow! It has finally landed. So I want to find another village this way. So this is a mixture of pine trees and cypress. The ones here they locally call kakomera, or the ones they use for fences. And the place is called African Marine and General Engineering Company Limited Shipbuilding Division. So yeah, you just move. So I'm getting lost. The lake is the other side. I'm just walking inside. I've left the main road. I'm walking inside this plantation of trees. This is where they were building a boat somewhere in front there, but I see it is a whole fenced place. I hope I will find somewhere to enter. If not, I will just let it go. Look at those terraces. So these with purple leaves that you see here in the foreground are Irish plants. That's how Irish grows, and this area is known for Irish. This is called the Kigezi region in Uganda. They are known for Irish production, mass. I don't know if I'm not going to someone's home. That is it. But I'll find a way through, I guess. So these are Irish. Very green. Also this way. These ones haven't flowered. So while here I can clearly see the lake, but I can't clearly show you the boat they are building. Here we can see part of it, but I know it's not okay for me to film that because the whole place is condoned off, but that is part of the boat they are building. It's a big one, it's not a small one. Yeah. Then I continue. I got lost into someone's home and they advised me to come back this way, so I came back. I'm now supposed to go up like this, then find myself into the town. Wow, wow, wow. So you walk these areas, seeing the road. So you walk these areas, seeing the road you're going to take in a corner, like you're coming from there, take a corner, and also go the other side, take a corner, go over a mountain like this. So crazy. As I was walking, there was a sound of water, and this is a small waterfall around here. I think I need to go there and see it. I can't just leave it like that. The only problem is now there is no road that links me there straight. I have to find a road, or I go up to there, then cross, come down. So the cows are freely grazing, and the kids that are grazing them the other side, they are playing. And the cows are also freely grazing. So I was earlier in the other hill, and yeah, I was making my way back to the town. I had waterfalls here. I was like, no, let me go and discover them. Like the white men came and discovered falls here in Uganda. They discovered a lot of things. So I'm also going to discover falls in Muko. I will call them Muko Falls. They flow towards the lake. Yeah. So I think the water comes from up, going this way. Do you hear the sound? Everybody, so I want to see this water that is flowing here. So So as it goes through this, that's where the sound comes from. Wow. So it continues downwards. And I think it is always here. I thought it was something seasonal. It is always here. You see all the rocks that are naked? It shows you the geography of this area. So this is me after discovering a waterfall here in Muko. There is some water here and it is flowing towards lake. The lake is the other side, Lake Buni here in Uganda, and the area is called Muko. Wow. But the water is not so clean. I see a lady washing the other side. I don't know which water she's using, or maybe this way it is clean. Let me see. So this is the water. It's like a small stream. Like you see, down, it's like this place is covered with rocks. There is a layer of soil, and the black things that you see, those are rocks. So it's rocks all the way. Like the water is on the rocks. That's why no more water goes. Like, sorry, no more soil goes. Let me try to find its source. Last night it rained, and maybe that explains why this water is dirty, or it has this color. And yeah, this is the water she's using to wash clothes. This is life, normal life here. Like every other time you see green things in this, sorry, black, those are rocks. So the water took away all the soil and remained with rocks. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I think it's going to be long. Because man, yeah, look, these are the rocks that I was talking about, the black ones. Those are rocks. Most of these are volcanic rocks. That's how they look like. Here they give you a clear view of what they look like. They are black, same as here. They are black. So I find my way back to the town and call it the end of the video. All these I'm walking through rocks, and the best thing maybe you can do is plant trees. But what I realized that these trees, the pine trees, once you cut them, they don't rejuvenate. They aren't like, what is it called? They aren't like a eucalyptus. A eucalyptus would rejuvenate and it would stay around for ages. You just cut and it comes back. So I'm following these guys. I hear these guys are cutting wood. I want to show you how they cut their wood in a local way, their timber in a local way. I hope they allow me film them. Wow. They don't need power source, just energy and a sharp blade. So guys, this is how they cut them. They cut them to their sizes, the sizes they want. Then one person goes up, another one is down. Then they start cutting. And these are pine trees. Wow. Like the other runway is how they get the logs onto here. They carry them from wherever they cut them. Let me say if they cut this one, they carry it from the other side, push it here, and then do the lumbering. So that is how the blade looks like. So they put a small handle here, they hold it from here, and that's how they cut. This is how the logs look like. They have cut one side, and then this way is where the timber is. And it is in a straight line, like you can see. They put oils with a wire and then they mark it, and that's how they are able to cut and come up with something like this. Yeah, I don't have to make noise for people with the machines. And I've put logs this other side to stones to support it, to give it more weight. And I think it would be dangerous to pass here. So this is it. And the sawdust comes down here straight. Wow. Let me stand here again. So right here, this is where the town is, the town of Muko, where I slept. And after getting off the other offcuts, they use them for building, just like this. This is a whole house here built in timber, and it is the offcuts that they use. See the offcuts of pine tree, the ones they bring here. Wow, I'm finally back onto the main road, or onto the town, after a long walk. So this is how the town looks like from the back towards the main road. Walking through this community has been like a huge thing to me. I hope you've watched the video to this very end, and I also hope this is a whole one video, because man, it's been a lot of footage, and I think I may break it into several videos. But if it doesn't happen and it is a whole long video and you've watched it to this very end, I want to thank you guys. So the next part is heading towards Kanaba, where we have the roadblock. That's where we also have the sharp corners. That's the reason I want to go there, because of the corners. So let me end this video right here. Thank you for watching to this very end. Until another time, this is still the town of Muko. You see how they roast their pigs? Like it's all a whole pig just put in public like that. If you need something, they just chop for you a kilo or two, and then you enjoy. In the city, it's mostly beef, goats that is raised like that. Here, they just put it out there. And that's how we carry kids in our communities. They put you on the back, not baby porches. So this is how I live Muko village, and that's how I can say right now, that's how it looks like. So when you look at the map around here, it talks about Muko market. It's the only thing that you see. So the market sits around here, and it happens every Saturday according to what I've been told here, and it comes up to this other end. One of the biggest commodities here is meat. Not just ordinary meat, but pork.